Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my new series, What If I Was in Pokemon as a Brawler? Episode 0. So, this series is something that I began thinking up when I was going to sleep, so I'll probably take a while to publish any episodes past this due to the fact that I am revising the script to fit as an episode. But this will be a shorter episode as it won't be having much content, as this is more of a setup for episode 1 type of episode. This story will also be focused on only me instead of Ash. You can just consider his journey to be like canon, what he goes through in the Pokemon series. Also, I don't know if I'm going to actually ship Ash with anyone. I also may not be able to follow how the story actually goes, as I am incredibly rusty with how the Pokemon universe works. And finally, before I get into the actual story behind this episode, I just want to thank everyone who decided to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoy this series. Now, on to the story. It was an average day, one like any other. I do my usual path around my house, and go and do some working out on my bench press and with my weights. But then, I diverged from what I would usually do. I decided to go on a run, forgetting my bottle, but remembering to put on my shoes so I don't burn my feet again. I head out and begin to run, but halfway through the run, my chest begins feeling extremely tight, and my sense of equilibrium fades rapidly. I end up collapsing to the floor before I go unconscious. I text my sister with a simple sentence: "Help," went on a run. Everything went dark and quiet. Then, a flash of light, and suddenly, I'm somewhere extremely bright. My eyes were shut, apparently, but when I opened my eyes, instead of seeing a hospital or somewhere familiar, I'm in an extremely unfamiliar area. The environment feels extremely clean. Even the air is clearer than usual. My body doesn't feel heavy either. I get up and check my surroundings. I see many things, but two things stand out the most: golden gates, and someone in pure white clothing, almost like a robe, sitting on a white and golden throne. Beside him stands someone wearing similar clothing, but with a crown of thorns upon his head. The one on the throne beckons me forward, saying, "Come to me, young one." I hesitantly come towards him, still unsure of my surroundings or who these people even are, but they are oddly familiar. At least the one with a thorn crown is. "Do not fear, child. We merely wish to see if you are capable of entering." "Entering? What do you mean? Where am I?" "Welcome, child, to the afterlife and judgment," says the one sitting on the throne. Wait, afterlife? Judgment? Wait, did I die? How? Why? We will be finding that out right now, as well as everything else that happened within your life. But first, it seems that there is someone you wish to meet desperately that is also in the afterlife, the one with a crown of thorns says. I think I recognize you." "Wait, you're Jesus." then that would make you, yes, child, I am God, or at least a part of it. I am the one known as Heavenly Father. Now then, who is it that you wish to see? Oh, right. His name is Alex, but I know him more by what he calls himself on the internet, Technoblade. He died recently, and I wanted to talk to him as well as meet him. Very well, but after your judgment ends. Alright. Well, let's start with what factors led to your death. Overexertion, dehydration, bodily health, organ failure, heart attack, and muscular exhaustion. As for your life, you definitely weren't a perfect person, but truthfully, only my son ever was. You received baptism, repented recently before your death, tried your absolute best against temptation to keep your covenant with me, and genuinely tried to be a good person, as best you could with what your draw gave you, but experienced violent tendencies and sometimes acted on them. Tended to listen more to temptation than what you should have done. I see. That probably means I can't. No, you can't. But that doesn't mean you will be going to hell either. Besides, I believe you have something else you wish to have happen. Reincarnation, I believe. But for now, it is time for you to meet with this Technoblade you wanted to meet. Technoblade appears, apparently having been talking with someone. He, despite whatever flaws he actually had, managed to make it into heaven. He then looked around him and spotted 2 of the 3 Godhead members, as well as me inside of Judgment. So, why is it that you brought me here? My assumption is that he wants to meet me. Alex gestures towards me. I look towards him, with tears beginning to well up in my eyes, which causes me to feel the tears begin to fall down my cheeks, and I touch them, as it is something I haven't been able to experience for the longest time. I then go and hug Techno, as I had wished to do for a while now. Hey, bud. I guess you were one of my fans, right? I guess the news hit harder than I could have guessed. Oh, who am I kidding? Tens of millions of people lost one of their idols. Who wouldn't be in tears about it? Now that you have met him, child, do you still wish to be reincarnated? Yes, I do. But first, I need to do something, as well as talk to you a bit about what I wish to have happen. And what would that be? I wish to leave a message to my family members. I'll talk about the rest with you afterwards. Alright, you may leave them a message, and then we will be discussing how you will be reincarnated. And as for you, Alex, or Technoblade, you may return to what you were doing. Alright, goodbye, kid. And with another bright flash, Techno returns to where he was before. I take a deep breath, and then head to my house, and begin writing notes. After finishing them, I leave them sticky noted to their phones, and in my youngest sister's case, on our computer, and give them one final hug. My astral body begins to glow as I return to the afterlife. Now then, to what I want to have happen regarding my reincarnation. I wish to not have my bad draw that I had in this life in my next, as well as protection against cancer. I want to be able to keep my memories, my capability to numb and then pick emotions while outside, and my textual imagination. And in the case of my actual reincarnation, I would like one of those wheels you can spin to pick for you randomly, and the options to be Pokémon universe, My Hero Academia universe with and without quirk, the That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime universe, and the Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer universe. I will not remember which option I get, and should my family members die at any time during my journey, I would appreciate it if, either way, no matter their judgment, they get the choice to watch me on my journey in whatever universe is picked. Is that alright with you? Yes, my child, it is alright with me, and you have my word that you will keep what you asked for and have protection against what you have asked for protection against. Now then, shall we get this underway now? Yes, I have done and said everything I wanted to. Then I wish you luck in your next life, within the Pokemon universe. And that is the end of episode 1. As I said in my previous video, feel free to leave any suggestions for new series or names for what I can call you guys down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and leave a comment below, as it is very helpful for getting my video around, and due to the fact that my channel is so small, that would be very helpful. Now then, that will be the end of this episode, and I will see you again once I finish writing out the script for the next episode and the first actual episode in the Pokemon universe as a Brawler. Goodbye.